Happy Monday, everybody, and welcome to Houston Life. It is Monday, June 5th, 2023. I'm Derrick Shore, and our special guest co-host is a friend of the show. She's a mom and former nurse, a powerhouse vocalist and performer, and she was recently on tour with Chicago the Musical, but now she is back home in Houston and home here on Houston Life. Please welcome the lovely, the talented, the wonderful Christina Wells in the house. Round of applause, people. Wow, and we even have frozen confetti for you.
I love it. I love it. That's my golden buzzer I never got.
Your golden buzzer moment. Hey, can I just point something out right now? Y'all know and love Christina Wells. June 5th,
It's
2018.
It's our 5-year anniversary.
This is your 5-year anniversary of when America first saw you on America's Got Talent.
The first one I was ever on, yes,
Okay,
TV.
how does that feel?
You know what? Honestly, I think about it every year, and I try to do something commemorative. And like the first year I released my first original single, you know, I've done all different types of things. And this year I was like, I'll just take a break and I'll rest. And actually, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll do TV with Derrick Shore. So
I love it.
I'm grateful to be here and to get to celebrate and get to be with you today. So yeah, America's Got Talent changed my life, and this is moments when you can see that change.
It totally changed your life, and I remember first meeting you in the Galleria.
Yes, there we are in the mall.
Who are those babies on TV? No, I don't think we've changed a bit. But
you were
and you just
so
said,
kind to me.
Oh my gosh! Well,
I was terrified that day.
Were you really?
Oh my gosh,
Why?
yes. Because I had never done television interviews before. Like at this point, I had only filmed for the TV show. It barely aired, and it was all brand new. And I went to the Galleria, and I was like, "How does this even work?" And you hugged me the minute you met me, and you sat down and talked with me, and you made me feel comfortable. And then I could be myself, and I could just talk and share with you about my life and my boys and my family. And yeah, that's why I love coming back here, is because you open your arms to me, and I appreciate it.
Christina, that is so sweet.
It's just true.
You're a family. We're a family.
I feel that way. I feel that way. And now I've done so much TV, so many interviews. I've toured, and I love coming right back here to sit next to you for the first time finally this way, right?
Well, in late January, so I think in 6 or 7 years, I had taken maybe 2 sick days off work.
Knock on everything.
And I got so sick, I had a really high fever. It was 104.4, not a radio station, my fever. And that night, Brandon was like, we're taking you to the ER. We called our doctor friends, Rich and Dana, and they were like, your fever is going up. And you as a former nurse, you don't mess around.
The minute I heard the symptoms, I was like, go get better.
Yeah, you should check it out.
You should check that out.
So I'm sorry that I missed you last time.
Don't apologize. No, I thank you for the coffee you gave me and for the sweet love. And I'm just glad you're doing good. I followed you on social media. I'm like, how is he doing?
I'm alive.
He's doing good.
I made it. Okay, so we have so much to catch up on.
We do.
Because I know Little Mermaid at Tuts Theater Under the Stars was a minute ago. People are still talking about Christina Wells playing Ursula in The Little Mermaid. That was such a great role for you.
You know what? The satisfaction of that role.
Look at that.
And getting to be all the Ursula. I always joke and say that she's actually the real person. I'm just pretending to be Christina Wells. I'm really Ursula inside. No, it was the best experience. Dan Connectus, of course, my family at Theater Under the Stars. It was everything. And it was actually the impetus that made me want to try to be on tour. I decided after Ursula was closed because of COVID, may she rest in peace, that I wanted to be on Broadway. I'm like, I want to do this. I want to do this. And my agent was like, if you want to be on Broadway, you need to start auditioning for tours to be seen.
Yeah.
And then I made a few final callbacks, and I guess those weren't the right places for me. I didn't, you know how you think you want something so bad? And the next thing you know, I'm on Chicago, and I'm Matron Mama Morton.
Bam. And Matron Mama Morton, that's one of the most iconic roles in this show. A lot of our viewers have potentially seen it on Broadway. The tour experience for you, I know it's a great role. It was a ton of fun, but I followed your video diaries, and I know it was not glamorous. I mean, you're
touring is no joke. It is not for the faint of heart, baby. You need to be ready.
Life in the hotel room too. I mean, didn't you sort of come up with your own method for preparing your own coffee? And
well, because you know what happens is that when you're home, you have resources at your house. You have your coffee at your house. You have food at your house.
You have your closet.
Or like water. Have you ever thought about that? Where you're going to get water if you don't have it at your house? Like, every day you're gonna buy water. Like, people don't think about that stuff. So you arrive into a city, hi, I'm here, right? And then the first thing you're like, where am I gonna get water? What are we gonna have for dinner? And the sound check is at 5:10.
You don't drink out of the tap in the hotel room? I always do.
I don't know. Yeah, sure. No, I don't.
I always just put just put my mouth into
No,
the tap.
they have bubblers at the theater, and I have my certain bottles. I fill them. I have a whole rotation system.
Your voice is your paycheck. So you
that's
gotta have
right.
some high quality
She takes,
water.
Like, people tell me that I'm a prisoner to my voice. I said, baby, she has opened many a door for me. I will be prisoner to her.
Wow, so getting your routine and settling into every single city, and I'm sure what's great but also kind of maddening is that you go to a city and you're just there for a short time.
Enough time to figure out where you are, figure out what to do, and then leave.
To find your way to the local 7-Eleven, and then you're like, oh man, now I'm in a new city.
It's so true. The day I know where I'm at, it's time to pack up and go.
So how long were you with Chicago?
I was on tour for almost 11 months. I know you feel shocked. I left for tour in July.
I can't believe it was
And
that
I
long.
got home today, 14 days ago, I got home.
Okay, so tell me how that is, because I know leaving a tour, these people, the crew members, the company members,
the tears.
everyone, it's got to be so tough.
We were weeping. It was because the way it works is I was part of the national tour U.S. portion of the Broadway National Tour of the musical Chicago. They went on to go overseas. And so I could have extended my time with the tour and gone overseas, but I really felt like I needed to come home. I felt like I had things I wanted to do here in America, here in Houston, be with my family again. I'm a mama. No one else in the tour, except for the musical director, no one else has children. And everyone knows about my boys, Ethan and Ty. You hear me talk about them all the time because they're the centerpiece of my life.
They're that grown up?
They're all grown up. This
how old are
picture
Ethan
is
and
3
Ty?
years old. Ethan and Ty. Ethan is 25 and Ethan will be 25 and Ty is 21. He'll be 22. I'm a grandmother. One of them's married. Like, people got lives. Yeah, and I wanted to come back and see my babies. Also do things like this, you know.
Yeah.
And so most of the tour cast continued on overseas. So literally it was like Mama Morton and Mama. I was a mama to the cast too.
You know what? A dear friend of mine who works in television, her name is Lisa, and she told me years ago, you quit while the party is still fun. Sometimes you have to jump out of a good thing when you have all these other things you want to do, and you only get one life.
You do. And also, I don't think in my head that I had a real plan that I was going to be Matron Mama Morton. I always thought I was going to be Ursula or Motormouth Maybelle or, you know, some of these more like caricature characters. And so Mama was a grittier, you know, a little bit darker, stronger character that I didn't imagine in my mind originally. And so it took me time to get that swing. And so I loved doing her. She was fantastic. We both know I will sing When You're Good to Mama many more times in my life. But
When you're good to Mama, she'll be good to you.
It's so true. It's so true. But yeah, so it was time to come home. And I feel so good about the choice. And I'm cheering them on from here on WhatsApp, texting all my babies and saying, you got this, keep going. And so.
Your family has just grown a bit more.
No, it has,
now,
yeah.
And it'll continue happening. So earlier today, I follow you on Instagram and on Facebook, but earlier today I was looking at your website and I knew you were talented. I know you make most of your own clothing, right? A lot of it?
I do.
You can crochet too? I mean, I was on your website and I'm having a hard time keeping up. You're on stage, you're on TV, you're planning new music, you're performing live in Houston. We can talk more about that as well. But you're crocheting and then tailoring these beautiful dresses and then selling them.
Yes, but let's remind everybody, I have talents. My singing is a talent. That is a gift that I was given. The rest of those things you listed are skills. They're skills. When I wanted to do something that I couldn't have, I learned to do them so I could have the thing. If I want to wear certain clothes at my size, I'm going to have to make them. If I want to have projects to do on a bus for 10 hours, you can't whip out your sewing machine on a bus.
Well, you
so
could.
I started crocheting.
I tried it once. It didn't end well. I'm kidding.
So yeah, just skills, you know.
You learned how to
everything.
crochet on the road to pass the time.
Well, I had learned back in the day, but I started it back up. I pulled the needles out of the dusty corner so I could start it again.
Oh my gosh. Well, I swear there's nothing that you can't do. So we talked about some upcoming performances and you are performing Saturday, June 10th.
This Saturday.
This Saturday from 5 to 7 p.m.
At Dow Park in Deer Park, yes. Every year we do, with Kicker Insures Me Agency, we do Flag Day.
Lovely.
So it's a wonderful ceremony where we raise money for the veterans, the Legion, and also give away tons of free things to the community. There's free food, free cookies, face painting, and you get a concert from moi.
We love that. And they're actually going to be taking in old flags and exchanging them for new flags,
everyone
totally
brings,
free.
And we're going to be disposing of the flags appropriately.
We love
the Boy
that.
Scouts come out, they burn the flags. I sing the national anthem. It's wonderful.
And I love that you're doing Michael's Outpost as well.
You know she got to be at the Broad's Way. She got to be at the Broad's Way.
You know, I speak with native Houstonians all the time who have never heard of Michael's Outpost.
Oh, you got to go. Michael's Outpost is an amazing piano bar. The Broad's Way is there every Monday at 9 p.m. You've got Regina Thorne-Dubois as host and MC, and they do Broadway themed performances. So all the different performers come in and they do Broadway songs. Guess what I might be singing there?
I don't know.
If you want to come see me, Mama might be good to you. So,
and depending on the crowd sometimes sings along, right?
Oh, yes.
People
And they're so generous of they tip and they show so much love. It's usually packed houses, standing room only. So get your reservations and go see it.
That whole place gets rocking.
Oh, yeah. It's awesome. To Broadway music. That's what I love. Like, let's do this to some musical theater. You know what I mean? Like, let's get crunk to musical theater.
Let's get crunk. It's always a good, feel-good time there.
Totally.
We got to talk about Pride Night at the Astros.
Guess who will be singing the national anthem?
Christina,
I know you're shocked.
This is awesome. This is so cool.
Well, because you know what? They reached out to me and I was like, 100% I want to come back and sing the national anthem. It's one of my favorite things to do. And if you look up the stats, every time I sing, they win.
Yeah.
Every time I sing, they win. That's not a coincidence. I be getting that team ready to play, so.
Also, that Sparkly Houston shirt available on your website. I know this because
this is true. ChristinaWellsDesigns.com, baby.
It's super, super cool. And Patreon, this is an account where people can join your Diva Squad.
Yeah, so my Diva Squad has been my fan group for a few years, but I decided to take it a step closer, bring you even closer into me, and I created a Patreon. You go to patreon.com/Christina Wells, and then you can join and be a subscriber, and you can see all my content. You know, with social media, you only see some of the stuff of the people that you follow. This is the way to see everything.
Oh, okay.
Behind the scenes,
That's
baby.
a good tease. Love behind the scenes. Well, I'm so glad you're with us for a couple days this week on Houston Life, Christina.
Thank you.
So
Thank you
good
for
to see
having
you.
me.
We're going to have a blast.
I think so.
One of the things we do very well here at Houston Life, we like to give stuff away. And this is a really good one. It's worth $800. So Houston Life is teaming up with the Fredericksburg Convention and Visitor Bureau to give away a midweek getaway package to Fredericksburg. We are not eligible, Christina.
Why am I not eligible?
Because you're here at this desk with me. I know, it's a drawback to the job. Again, it's worth $800. It includes a 2-night stay at the Hangar Hotel, wine tastings, passes to museums, restaurants, the list goes on and on and on. You can enter right now on the homepage of HoustonLife.tv. Oh, wow, look at all of these things.
Oh, my goodness.
All of these things are part of this giveaway package. So when you enter, you answer the question, what is your favorite thing to do in Fredericksburg? There is no wrong answer. We're going to share your answers here on Houston Life. And later this month, the Fredericksburg Convention and Visitor Bureau will join us live to help announce the winner. Not bad, right?
Not bad at all. I love that.
All right. Well, still ahead on Houston Life, the stakes are higher than ever in the new season of American Ninja Warrior. And a local 15-year-old is ready for battle. We are meeting Mighty Madeline.
Plus, a live performance by Lily Primus, one of the talented artists you'll find at the Texas Music Festival, an event offering aspiring musicians a chance to train, while Houstonians enjoy affordable concerts. I love that.
it.
You know, I love that. Houston Life will be right back.